Knowing of God's love is good, but loving as God loves, that's an extra layer. Because we can know God loves us, right? And we just talked all about it. But the real catch here, especially when you're living for God, is to love as God loves. And it's not just a suggestion, but it's actually a command. John 13:34 says, "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you, that ye also love one another." God's love, it's more than comfort. It's more than salvation. It's actually an example. We must learn and strive to love as God loves us. 1 John chapter 4:7, it says, "Beloved, let us love one another. For love is of God. And everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God. And he that loveth not, knoweth not God, for God is love." Loving as God loves is what allows us a relationship with God. Love is so important to God. It's so important that he asks us that we love him, but also that we love others. Does anyone know what the two greatest commandments are in the Bible? What's number one? Love God. And then what's number two? Love your neighbor. Love God, love people. The two greatest commandments. Matthew chapter 5, it says, "Ye have heard that it hath been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies." That's hard to do, isn't it? That's not easy. The next part's even more hard. It says, "Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust." I think it's so interesting here because we can try to understand the love of God, right? We can say, I can talk about it all day. God loves us in spite of our faults. God loves us in spite of what we do. But truly understanding God's love is looking at somebody who hates you and saying, "I love you." Truly understanding how God loves is when somebody uses you, when somebody abuses you, when somebody does you wrong. And you may not feel it, but like we talked about, it's a decision. And you can look at that person and you can say, "I forgive you and I love you." God has given us the perfect example of true love. And his one request is that we do the same for others.